Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Impresja. Let's continue. So we did something in the last recording that was basically exactly like the last major non-Euclidean game I had played, which has added more to this circular hallway path. So we now have more colors. So what we're actively trying to do is find the right one to move this light blue into a different room with a light blue, because only the light blue man or mannequin um, will then will then move it. And see, this white one is sitting, and I wonder at a certain point if at the end of the game this one will stand up and move too. We also saw a red person run this way, probably as an indicator to tell us where to go. This red's, I guess it's a woman. I guess maybe they are all women, or maybe some are women and some are men. Who knows? But yeah, to get to this point, we had to, we circled around the room and then back out, and that definitely felt like a point where, here we are, light blue. That definitely felt like a point where the game could have gone forward and moved us to another area, or it could just be a case that this is, as we're approaching probably close to the end, this is probably about as far as it's gonna go. See, we need to find empty rooms, though, not full rooms, which means what's in my hand right now is actually fairly pointless. We should probably at some point run back around and see if we can change the world again and see if that unlocks something else. Yeah. We needed this one. And then we may just be done with some of these rooms, but we may not be. So you get little bits of the audio fading in and fading out, but it does seem to be very ambiently designed, in a sense that whenever you're walking around somewhere, that is just going to be the default trigger for when audio comes in, and then it sort of fades in, but it doesn't really fade in enough. Did I grab the wrong person? Yeah, I did. Well, then that means I need to come over here and just grab this photo. And they've been fairly generous about placing these in places. Yeah, this all doesn't really matter at the moment. It'll just play a bigger role later. And it's not seemingly round robin with what you're doing, so there's a level of benefit here. We need to find this room, this painting, which is not here. This is in the wrong place. I can just kind of put it there, actually, at the moment. Not there. Not there. This really does just get crazy. Oh, there's 2 light blue locations. So I don't know. I don't know which one's the right path. Let's take this over here. Let's see. Not that one. Not that one. Here we go. This is what we did originally. And just walked around the room. I wish I could remember the name of that game. And then we walked here. And then that got us down this way. But it didn't ring the bell a second time. And that's the only room we can actually go into. So we eventually will need that that specific room to have a picture in it, but that could be quite a far path. Let's see. So the question is, do we want the light blue to end up here so that we could then put it where the pink is, which then, if we put it where the pink is, which is in slot 2, pink apparently then gets picked up and then moved to slot 3. And this would have been, at that point, oh, I think that's what we want to do, is we want to move it where the pink is. See, it's almost need to come and look at 3 different images at the same time. Because if we put it there and we put it there, then that is where the orange is. But I don't really see a reason for that. I think we get it where the pink is, and then once we get it where the pink is, then the pink character moves it even further from that spot, which is slot 3, to see 4 is where we've got to get it. So where does orange take it? Orange is slot 4. So I think we've got it. Here. This is a picture of the pink character. And this is where the pink character is. So I guess in general I understand it. In actual application, I'm still very potentially lost. And I assume that the goal is to get the picture through this location back to the start location so that I can then use it somewhere else. So here's the dark blue, which the dark blue will play a role in the pink later on. This seems a little too complicated, though. Do I have to walk this way? Can you not see all the rooms if you're not going counterclockwise? So dark blue is 1. There's the light blue. We want the light blue to move at some point. So we need to figure out that source. Here's the pink character with the red and yellow, which doesn't seem guaranteed that we will be using red and yellow. Do we have too many people? Do we need another photo? Is that what this comes down to? See, person. We have just like one spot here. Okay. So we've got to use this to get rid of this. And it's now fairly obvious the way this whole thing works is you have to move somebody if you can move somebody. If you can't move somebody, then the puzzle doesn't solve, because there's only one empty spot, or maybe two empty spots. Where did the light blue character go? Maybe we will bring in all these colors together and merge it into that original character. All right, there we go. Look at how it just slides there. The animation just totally glitched. When programming in an engine, I'm not sure that people probably would know this, you inherently will have a range at which physics start to turn off, because you can't have all the physics in the world act the way you would kind of expect them to. So often you'll just freeze AI characters, or physics will start getting fuzzier and fuzzier, and sometimes that causes major glitches. Sometimes it works fairly well. It's certainly a lot easier just to by default turn off textures. Right. So we need to pull this one out. Oh, actually, we may be fine where we are. They may have just given us a ridiculous amount of extra stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, because there's a problem here. These colors don't work that way. Or they weren't working that way, at least. So I need to be able to go and manually move it. And have I lost the ability to go inside the room and manually move things? Yeah, because there was originally one orange door like this. And then there was a second orange door that would let you go inside. And that orange door has now disappeared. And this is the pink, where the pink person is now. Wait, no, yellow. Okay. So, the depiction of yellow needs to go. Well, red, actually, the depiction of red needs to go there. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, this feels very recursive. Right. Not orange. Not that one. I guess it would just be fairly easy. Yeah, we can get into that room, but that's not the room I thought it was. So here's the depiction of red. Red is in the single room. So I've put these in all the wrong places. But oddly, at the core of this, the solution is just to walk in circles. Unfortunately, I just don't think, even if it was your intention to have the player feel like they're walking in circles, I don't think it's a smart move to have the player walking in circles. See, these two pictures are totally different ones. I could see definitely why people are mixed reviewed on this game, because yeah, why wouldn't you be mixed reviewed on a game that is going to waste so much of your time, or like at least make you feel like you're wasting a lot of your time. Right, we need this to pull out that, which is not either one of those pictures, and it's not the picture in my hand, which the picture in my hand I don't think is actually going to be useful, but at least we can put it here. We can put things that look like the things we're looking at. Okay. There we go. Took a sweet amount of time, but whatever. This goes here. Are we sure about red? I think I'm sure about red being the right color. Nope. I don't think that was the right color. Might as well just move everything around for fun. Okay. That doesn't help anything. We need this depiction here to be blank. So we chose the wrong light blue, is what I'm taking from this. And so we need this light blue to go here, which then means we need to get rid of the red character, which we can do by grabbing this one and then figuring out which room is the red character actually in. It's here. Just go and put that down. And then grab that. And then have to walk a considerable distance to find a place to put this down. Grab this. We don't want the yellow character. Here we go. Okay. So we don't care about that now. Don't care about that for the moment. There seems to me like there are pictures here that you shouldn't use as part of the puzzles, or there's multiple solutions in each puzzle, and some of the solutions are not smart. Right, so here's the light blue that we see. We're looking for the light blue we don't see. Let's see. It's really weird that it goes quiet and then it kind of starts again. And honestly, if the audio is supposed to be this way, I'm not sure I like that. Okay. We now want this area or one of the other areas. And that's where we've got to decide. Which is the blue area that we want it to move to. And if we move it to a blue area, what do we do at that point to change that from being light blue to something different? Because it kind of seems like we're going back and forth in circles. I don't think that really is the case. So we have this as an option here, which would put it over there. Sure. But then it's just kind of stuck there. I think. No, it isn't. So I think this is the next step. I think we'd already decided that this was the next step. Just really would be helpful to have a couple extra places to put things down. I feel like I need to run around here and find the empty one and pull the empty one out. This we just did, so we're pretty much done with that. At least for the moment. And probably forever. Yeah, it definitely feels like we could easily spend an hour just doing this. Okay, orange. Is orange the one we're looking for? Or is red the one we're looking for? Hmm. Hmm. This one is holding the painting. So I hope this is right. Otherwise it's this, and then I needed to go grab orange. Alright, so do we want it in the second to last place where it would end up on a white spot? Potentially we'll use the dark blue to get it on a white spot. Or do we want orange that... I don't know if we're using yellow at all. We take orange, it puts it right in the middle. So it is orange that we're looking for. Which just then means we need to pull orange out into one of the photos. And pretty much any of the photos at the moment. Grab this. And then leave that there. And then I think the next step is exactly where we want it to be. Yep, here we go. So that draws that. And then that moves it to that point. You can almost certainly assume that this was unfinished and that they had not originally intended for this to be what we're seeing. Okay, I think we might be done with this room. Yeah. Yellow and yellow. Again, this is the final destination we want it to be. This is where we want that to be. So we need to move this out of the way. We need to find the empty frame and pull the orange. Yeah, here's the orange. And here's the empty frame. So we need to pull whatever is in the way, which isn't this one. It'd be nice if these guys like danced or did something like crazy like that, but see, right in the middle is what we're going for. Yeah, if there was some kind of animation where each of these characters synchronized their movements and danced, but we can pretty much assume that that is not going to happen. Here's the picture. So, do I need to grab the light blue character? I think that might be it. And once again, I think yellow. Doesn't matter. Okay. I don't think yellow and pink matter at all. At least not at the moment. They may decide to throw us another crazy move here. Alright, so here we don't want to pick up light blue, we want to pick up orange. I don't know if there's really a lot of value in making us solve this puzzle a third time, even if you are making the game slightly more complicated. Here's orange. I'm confused. Well, there was something I misunderstood here, which does imply that light blue is back needed. I don't understand how this is supposed to work, though. Who puts things down? Do they all put something down on the white pieces? And thus you have to, in 2 steps, have it move to white pieces? Because that would be about the only thing that would make sense. Now, here we go. Okay. Orange did look like it was the right move, but you've got to switch the colors somehow. I just don't know how you do that. This is the depiction of the light blue, so that's not what we need. We need the one that is now empty to take light blue character. One of the patterns moves things around. One of the patterns doesn't, and my choice was mistaken, obviously. This is really one of those points in the game, though, where you would prefer for them to move on and just let you do something different, have some falling action. Being locked into this one and only option is not ideal. And they lock it so you can't unzoom at this point. Okay. So, putting the light blue there was not it. Putting the light blue there, I don't think is it. So, you're talking 3 from the right or all the way to the left. So we need to find a third painting that has light blue in it. It's not that one. And then we'll need to work our way back. Not that one. To make sure that we can use that. Okay. If I put the light blue here. Wait a minute. Put the light blue here. Then what do I do? If there was some kind of confusing color palette trick to this, I'm not sure I understand it. Let's see. Like, if light blue went to blue, what at that point would let you go further? Like, we can see that some of these colors are different in different slots. But does that matter? Actually, it might matter. Yeah, I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? We need it on the wall. And then we need to grab it from the wall into the painting and not have the character pick it up. Is what I guess is happening here. And that way, let's see. So we need this to kind of go back to where it was. Come on. Find me an empty room, an empty painting. Yeah, we're not going to be able to use this for a while. This is going to be the absolute last step. Almost certainly. There's too many rooms. Too many rooms without paintings. Too many ways to exit. Okay. We need to go find the light blue character again. Here he is. Which means we need to put this down so we can free up some space. Put this down. Grab this. And grab this. Okay. See, at this point, we should be pretty much done with the light blue. We now need to find something that's all the way to the left as far as a picture. So that won't work. This will. Okay. And then we go here. We right click this. And we grab the painting into that. Right. Now, what we need to do is find red and get rid of yellow. So here's a blank one now. And we'll just go ahead and grab this to get rid of that. And then we'll put that here so it's out of the way. Would have been so much easier if there was just an alcove right here, so you don't have to walk those extra 20 steps. Alright, we now need red, which we've not really been doing anything with red. Red might be a dead end, actually. Because there may not be a character who's red. I've seen orange. I've seen yellow. There's red. So now we need to bring... Well, we found red, but we don't have the empty photo that red should be on, which we should have grabbed that with us. Man, really, 45 minutes to barely do anything. This... 1, 2. One more. Click this. Now red goes and picks it up. Alright, next we need to find where red is going to end up taking it. Really, it's just going in circles, finding the thing you need absolutely next. It's practically impossible to keep enough of these steps in your mind at the same time and do it correctly. I feel like putting red there doesn't actually change anything. I mean, I could move it to a pink at that point, I suppose, so we might need to use pink. Because here we are. We have red all the way to the left, and this would bring red to one to the right, which I guess that's the right move. Now we just need to figure out how to get rid of purple. It'd be so nice to have a second inventory, or just have all the photos. Like normally, if you were doing a point-and-click adventure type game, this really would be the point where you would have everything in your inventory ready to go, and you would just place them in order, and you'd be given some kind of puzzle, jigsaw puzzle type challenge to orient all the different pictures. You wouldn't try to make the game last longer than it's worth. Yeah, here's purple. That's who we're trying to get rid of for the moment. So let's do this. Yeah. I don't feel like this extra 2 or 3 hours that the game seems like it's intent on making me play really is going to benefit my experience. Let's leave that. And then leave that. And leave. This is purple. So this might be what we need to do next. I don't think so. Oh, yes. I think it might very well be it. What we need to do next. Okay, well, we'll have to put this back down. And then come over here, select this. It would be impossible to do this puzzle if you were colorblind. And I think it'd be, frankly, fairly impossible to do this puzzle without colors. So you maybe could put some audio cues in this and experiment a little bit. But I think at its core, you're going to have to be way more creative than you'd want to be to try and get this to work without colors. Now I imagine that these colors are not incredibly difficult to look upon and see that they're different. They are very much primary colors. Okay. So now we need to get rid of light blue and bring purple to its location. Which isn't that one. Here's purple in the wrong place. So that doesn't really matter. It just means we'll use that piece later. That's not what we're going to use. This is the right place. We just need purple here, so we need to find... Nope, this isn't the right place. I think I just put that photo exactly where it doesn't need to be. What I need to do is have each one of these in a circle. Okay. Here's purple. And I just grabbed purple. Which I guess we can do some of that to try and clean up this whole mess. Let's see here. Just gonna grab this and try and walk everything to where it belongs. Okay. So then I need to find light blue. Not purple, putting it here, although that is something that's going to happen later. Yeah, you might very well might have a system here where it either intentionally is having you use the wrong pieces at the different times, or you can accidentally do a lot of that. Either way, it does open up a lot of doorways for frustrating mistakes. Like, I'm almost certain that this will play a role next, which means I need to get rid of this, and I'm just gonna take this with me, and probably can't use it here. Just gonna take this one and place it here, just so there's one more puzzle piece that's gone. Okay, here's purple. Not where we want it to be, I don't think. This feels like this should be way easier than it is. So here we go. We found the blank one. And we'll stick that there. Then we'll take this. We'll put this down here. Take this. I'll place that here. Grab it. It moves the purple and gets it to pick up the painting. Let's put that there. See if I can get the painting over there, which is I think where it's going to go. Then I can use orange to move it further. So I now just need to figure out where the character is. And now I just need to go get rid of light blue. And it feels like I've gone in circles 100 times. It feels like there should be basically an achievement for this. Of course, you're also in a weird position in the sense that you're not really doing the things the way I would like it to be done. I lost my train of thought there. Without controllers, using a mouse and keyboard is pretty rough on fingers, my fingers, my slightly arthritic fingers. So yeah, I'm not having the most pleasant of experience pressing W as much as I have been. Right, I think we've got this. Right. I don't think I need to move that, although for safety's sake I'll just take it with me and put it down here. been almost a complete hour. Orange. Orange is coming at some point. But it actually won't have anything to do with that. When it does come. Oh, it will really have anything to do with that. Here's purple. Okay. So this purple, at some point we'll put that there. Which means that's probably not the right picture, but that will be the right picture at some point. Purple needs this. There we go. If oddly was where it was. Okay. So now we need to grab the photo when it is at the far right. And I think we need to move it to the first to the left of the far right, which would then be a white space, and then we could use the white space to move it back to where we need to move it to. Otherwise, I just don't know. Yeah, because I feel like that's the real trick, is getting it all the way back to the beginning of the level. This isn't the photo that was at the beginning of the level, was it? Well, actually, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter one way or the other. Because this is far right, and it's not, doesn't need to be a purple anymore. I'm not sure. Yeah, the center would have to be the white character, and I can't get the white character to move anything. So it's got to be the blue character. I don't even know. That there might be a trick here. I might be doing the exact opposite of what needs to happen. See, this would be dark blue. Stuck in the ground again. This would get rid of things. So we should probably put the empty one over here and just only keep the empty one on the left, and then keep all the other ones on the right. Not that it really matters, because that changes fairly frequently with every move, actually. It's not the right thing either. I don't feel like you can make a mistake here. None of the other puzzles have allowed for something like that. So I don't feel like I can bring the purple back. So unless the dark blue character grabs things, let's look at the photo. It is a purple and blue, which means I should be able to grab it out of this area. But how am I going in circles so often and missing it? There we go. Took forever. I hope that's right. So now we use orange. We haven't used orange before. And so we'll grab orange from this one. And we'll place orange somewhere else. There's a photo of where orange is. Yeah, orange works on this painting. So we've got to find this room. But we're really close now. Here's the empty one, which if we go back, we should use to pull orange from here. I don't know if this is premature to do this, but it seems like it's the right move. We get rid of this. Then we pull the red out of the way. And then we'll go ahead and probably isn't the smartest idea to put the empty ones on that side. I should have used the system the other way around. So now we need to go in the circle again and find the empty one, which some kind of audio feedback for the empty picture or marking a picture or might be useful. Even if you are going to just force me to not have an inventory. Yeah. At the end of the day, that one is going to have to move. And either we're going to have to pick it up with blue, which I don't think so, or orange, which I do think so. I probably should always just walk backwards instead of forwards when looking for an empty spot, because there probably is a rotational aspect to this. Here is orange. Here's where orange needs to be. Where is the empty room? Here's an empty room. So we can't do anything more until we, I think, cycle through all of this. Next. I so desperately want to succeed at something in this episode. And see, either I'm going to end up with a character holding the painting, or I'm going to get the character to actually place the painting where it belongs. I'm not sure. Okay. Next. Here we go. We're so close now. One more step. And I bet still 4 or 5 circles around. Here's an empty one, which we'll use to pull that one out of the way. And here we go. So that puts that there. So it's in the right spot. Now we just need to pull the painting itself through, which means we probably should go backwards and find something that we can grab the dark blue with. Actually, I can pretty much tell you this we won't be using with any luck. This is the light blue. This is the blank one. Here's dark blue. We just need... Actually, I don't think we actually need to move dark blue at all. I don't think it matters. We just need this photo. And then cycle around one more time. Not to that one. Not to that one. Not to that one. Yes. Right click and then select the painting, not the person. Ideally, we are done with this puzzle. Because we've really spent an hour and a half over the past 2 episodes. I would feel like at least an hour and a half has been spent on this puzzle. And making me do that a 3rd time just doesn't feel like that's beneficial to anybody. But see, the weird thing here is you've now got this picture that originally was at the very beginning of the game. So it would have been a mistake to take that. And I can put that here. And I can change, I guess, what this secret end spot was. So now that this picture has a line of sight through this hole of that. And so then the question becomes, what's down here? We have a dark void and a windowsill, and it seems like it's just going to let us go. And I can click on this. And I see an eye of many different colors. See a world getting painted over. And that's the end. Well, a fairly abrupt ending there. Definitely feel like there was room for the whole world to kind of connect together. It feels like there's really no story there at all. Yeah. If we just go and hit play here, let's see what it does as far as where it starts us. So that's just the end of the game. But then this really doesn't go back and do anything for you. And then going through this whole puzzle area is gonna kind of suck to just exit this puzzle area. But clearly all of these images are and all of the paintings in here seem to be just paintings, just them trying different things with no real connection. Right, that gets us back that way. Shouldn't be trapped. There should be a path out of this. I guess maybe it's up the stairs. Yeah. Up the stairs around here. And then put that key there. I could even see as a programmer, programming a game like this would be really frustrating, and you would probably need 2 or 3 people to work on it with you. Now, I wonder if some of these concepts would work. I don't think there's really a way to fix that though. Or go back and try some of those concepts. There might have been some cheaty ways if you played this game a second time to figure out some solutions, but I don't know. So this area felt like this was going to be a big thing, and really it was just a one-way path that you walk through once. This whole area felt like it was a big thing, and while it was a big frustrating thing, it actually ended up not being anywhere as big as I thought. There's a whole painting here and there's a whole painting here. I thought we were going to almost certainly get some paintings that were pointing at each other, and that there was going to be a big puzzle that would connect the entire world, every single painting at some point. They did nothing with these columns at all. They really don't make sense. Here's a painting that's just unused at the moment, but there's really no way for me to get this purple and dark green out of this room. I can get it this far, but without more paintings to change the world more, which it definitely feels like there could have been more paintings to change the world more. There's no way around it. I think all the paintings in this room are being used. These sound effects don't really do anything. This does nothing. Yeah, this here literally does nothing ever. And it just seems like it's either unfinished content or just something else. Now, I don't really see a way you could change this world so that this painting could get past that point to get to this point. Here's another gate that you use exactly once. It feels like they should just break and disappear. These circles never stop being infinite circles. this initial character looking at this initial picture means nothing. So I'm seeing like 3 or 4 pictures that aren't used in the game. I'm seeing 2 areas that are underused. I'm seeing one area that is really underused. One of those 2 areas is really underused. This section doesn't seem to like really connect. And if I was to able to put this in here so it would connect to that, I don't know if that really would change anything, because at the end of the day you have these purple green, and these double doors of purple green are the things that you would really need to have changed. And you can see in the picture it's purple and it's green, so there's no way that hallway would have ever been different. It's just an impossibility. It really does feel like, though, that this piece should be somehow capable of reflecting with this piece. And I suppose there's a small way you could do that. You could put a piece here and then put a piece over there. But I don't think that changes anything. This game's not terrible though. Like, oops. Let's load that back up for a second. I got a decent amount of gameplay out of it. It's made in Unity Personal Edition. Ooh. Well, then that's a violation of the Unity license. Yeah. Well, that's straight up illegal, and I guess that goes to show something as far as the well, actually, I'm shooting my mouth off, and I may not be certain about this, because at a certain point Unity did say you had to get a certain number of sales before they would take anything, and then even Unreal Engine said that. I don't think that's Personal Edition. I think if something's called Personal Edition, that would be a bigger issue. Yeah, you could reset your progress, but there's no credits here. Which you'd think somebody would want to give some credits. There's no copyright. There's nothing. The end just says the end. That seems very weird. I'm gonna just do a little bit of research here, real quick, instead of Unity Personal Edition license. Let's see. Do I need a license for Unity Personal? Can you sell games made with Unity Personal Edition? You want to sell a game, an app you have made, and continue to use the free. You can absolutely sell games commercially made in Personal Edition on Unity. Interesting. Okay, well, that seems like a weird title, frankly. Usually Personal Edition wouldn't imply to me, for a programming language, that you could do that. It feels like this game should have had achievements, but it didn't. That's certainly another thing. And then I think the biggest point to make here, as we're wrapping up, because there really is nothing to say, there's no credits here. This is nowhere as good as Antichamber, which is the name of the game. You can see them. It has like mixed reviews and only 35 reviews. The bigger, I would definitely suggest playing Antichamber first, but I wouldn't say skip out on Impresja. Although you've probably seen all the answers now and there's not a lot to it. Um, but yeah, I'm not hating the game. I just would say I kind of wish there was more to it. There definitely needs to be some more polish. It needs to have some credits and copyright claims, or come straight out and say we're not copywriting this at all. The audio definitely could use some tweaking. This the bigger issue for me as a video game critic is this really a game that I needed to cover because it is just so incredibly not relevant in the fact that nobody else has played it. Um, but I think in this case it worked out fine because in the end we got to see a new game that not too many people have seen. I would say definitely check it out. Maybe not watch the video trailer of the game on Steam as I'm watching it right now because that kind of tells you everything up to showing you the ending of the entire game. Um, but yeah, when a game just so abruptly ends after giving us an hour of running around in circles, there's really not a lot to say there. They definitely stretch for time. That's going to be it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist or gift me a gift card. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.